In the vibrant city of Guadalajara, Esmeralda Ferrer Garibe and Roberto Carlos Gil Licea made a bold decision for their family. With their two young children, Gael and Regina, they left behind the familiar comforts of their old neighborhood, driven by a powerful hope for a brighter future. Like so many families across Mexico, they dreamed of safety, opportunity, and the chance to give their children a life filled with promise. Esmeralda quickly found her voice as a rising TikTok influencer, sharing glimpses of their daily life and connecting with thousands online. Roberto, meanwhile, built a reputation as a hard-working businessman dealing in vehicles and agricultural equipment. Together, they seemed to embody the image of modern success in Mexico, a family that was not only thriving but also inspiring others with their story. Their days were a whirlwind of activity, school drop-offs, business meetings, and family breakfasts filled with laughter and plans for the future. They worked hard, cherished their time together, and did their best to stay safe in a city that could sometimes feel unpredictable. To neighbors and friends, they were an ordinary family with extraordinary dreams, determined to make the most of every opportunity. But beneath the surface, their growing visibility and clear signs of prosperity began to attract attention. Esmeralda's online fame and Roberto's business success made them stand out in ways they never expected. The very things that brought them pride and hope also made them vulnerable, exposing them to risks that are all too real in parts of Mexico. The dream they had so carefully built in Guadalajara would soon unravel in a single devastating event. News of what happened to the Ferrer Garibe family spread quickly, leaving their community in shock and mourning. Friends, neighbors, and even strangers gathered to grieve, struggling to understand how such tragedy could strike a family so full of hope. What began as a story of ambition and optimism became a chilling lesson about the dangers that can come with being seen and striving for success in a world where organized crime casts a long shadow. Their experience forced many to confront the harsh realities faced by families who simply want a better life. The journey of the Ferrer Garibe family, from hope and happiness to heartbreak and horror, serves as a powerful reminder. Even the most ordinary dreams can carry hidden dangers, and in some places, the pursuit of a better life can come at a heartbreaking cost. On TikTok, Esmeralda FG quickly became a sensation, captivating the attention of more than 44,000 followers with her glamorous and seemingly effortless lifestyle. Her rise was meteoric, and her digital presence was impossible to ignore. Her videos were a window into a world of luxury, showing off high-end designer brands, exotic vacations to sun-soaked destinations, and indulgent beauty treatments at exclusive spas. Each post was carefully curated, painting a picture of a life that many could only dream of, and that many of her followers admired and aspired to. Esmeralda's charm was undeniable. She had a unique ability to blend relatability with opulence, making her seem both approachable and enviable at the same time. Her followers felt like they knew her, as if she was a friend sharing her daily joys and struggles, even as she showcased a lifestyle far removed from the ordinary. Behind the scenes, she worked tirelessly to maintain her online persona, editing videos late into the night, responding to countless messages, and always searching for the next perfect shot. The digital world never slept, and neither did Esmeralda's ambition to keep her audience engaged. Yet, every post she shared became a public record, not just of her family's wealth, but of their routines, locations, and habits. The details that made her content so compelling also made her life an open book for anyone watching. In a country where flaunting wealth can be risky, Esmeralda's online fame was a double-edged sword. The same posts that brought her admiration also attracted unwanted attention, and in a world where envy and opportunity often collide, her digital footprint became a potential liability. Ironically, the very platform that had given her influence and a voice would later become a crucial tool for investigators. As authorities searched for answers about what happened to her family, Esmeralda's social media posts provided vital clues, mapping out her movements and connections. Beneath the polished surface of her online life, there were real-world dangers lurking. The constant exposure, the pressure to share, and the illusion of safety online all hid the risk that came with being so visible to so many strangers. Esmeralda's story would soon become a cautionary tale, a stark reminder of how sharing too much in a digital world can blur the line between admiration and envy, and how quickly the dream of online fame can turn into a nightmare when danger is just a click away. Esmeralda's TikTok feed was filled with narco corridos, Those catchy, controversial songs that paint cartel life in glamorous colors. These tracks, with their pulsing beats and bold lyrics, have become the unofficial soundtrack for a generation fascinated by the thrill and danger of the underworld. For many young people in Mexico, narco corridos are more than just music. They are a way to signal status, rebellion, and a connection to a world that feels both forbidden and exciting. Esmeralda's videos mix this music with images of luxury, designer handbags, sparkling jewelry, and sleek cars. There were always subtle hints too. A logo, a gesture, a knowing glance that suggested ties to something deeper, something more dangerous. The blend of opulence and underworld mystique was magnetic, drawing in thousands of followers who dreamed of living large, no matter the risks. To some, this was just cultural expression, a way to celebrate music and success in a tough world. But others saw it as reckless, even provocative, flirting with a violent reality that could not be ignored. The community was divided, admiration and envy on one side, concern and fear on the other. Meanwhile, her husband Roberto ran businesses that thrived in cartel-influenced regions, selling vehicles and managing tomato farms. These industries, while legitimate on the surface, often operated in the shadow of organized crime, where deals could be made or broken by the wrong word or the wrong connection. Their public lifestyle, funded by these ventures, was on full display. Social media posts showed off their wealth, luxury homes, expensive cars, and a life that seemed untouchable. But in a place where envy and rivalry run deep, this visibility made them a tempting and risky target. To their followers, the family's success was inspiring, a symbol of what could be achieved. But to others, especially those in the criminal world, it was a challenge, a provocation, or even an invitation to settle old scores or claim new territory. The intersection of online fame, real-world business, and the ever-present influence of cartels put the family in a dangerous spotlight. Every post, every public appearance was watched, not just by fans, but by those who saw opportunity or threat in their success. After tragedy struck, investigators would pore over their social media, business records, and personal connections, trying to untangle the web of admiration, envy, and danger that surrounded them. The clues to their fate were hidden in plain sight, scattered across the digital and physical worlds they inhabited. In the end, the family's carefully curated online image and their real-life choices collided, with devastating consequences. The line between fame and infamy, between admiration and danger, proved to be razor-thin. Their story became a stark warning. In places where danger lurks just beneath the surface, being seen can come at a deadly cost. On August 22, 2025, something terrible happened in Guadalajara's San Andres neighborhood. Police found the bodies of Esmeralda, Roberto, Gael, and Regina in a gray Ford Ranger, wrapped in plastic, a sign of the cartel. The harshness of the crime shocked the country, especially the killing of 2 children. The family's move for a better life had ended in unbelievably cruel violence in the middle of cartel territory. The Jalisco New Generation cartel's presence was strong in the investigation, as the crime had their usual signs. The online world of glamour met the harsh truth of organized crime. The abandoned truck became a symbol of lost dreams and a community's fear. The investigation was just starting, but the message of terror was clear. The Ferrer Garibay family's fate showed how fragile life is in areas controlled by cartels. Investigators quickly tracked the family's last movements using security cameras, leading them to a nearby auto repair shop. Inside, police experts found bloodstains and bullet casings, proof of a planned killing. The shop, once a place of business, had become the main crime scene. The killers acted with scary precision, choosing a place where they could do their work without being bothered. The family was likely ambushed, killed, and then moved in the pickup truck to delay being found. The professional way it was done and its harshness pointed directly to organized crime. The evidence painted a picture of an operation planned very carefully. The investigation now faced the hard job of finding out who was responsible. The auto shop stood as a grim reminder of the violence hiding behind everyday appearances. Authorities soon confirmed cartel involvement as the main idea. The killings, done in an execution style, and the way the bodies were gotten rid of matched how the Jalisco New Generation cartel operates. Roberto's business dealings in areas full of cartels and Esmeralda's online presence made the family high-profile targets. Their wealth and being seen might have been seen as a challenge or an invitation for criminals to demand money. In cartel territory, such things can mean a death sentence. The murders sent a chilling message to others in similar situations. The shadow of organized crime turned a family tragedy into a national warning. The investigation took a darker turn when two auto shop workers, who could have been witnesses, were taken after being let go from questioning. Armed attackers ambushed them outside the prosecutor's office, showing how far and how mean the killers were. One escaped, but three, including a relative, disappeared without a trace. Their disappearance was a direct challenge to the police and a warning to others. Surveillance video showed the attackers had waited for hours, highlighting how well planned the operation was. The kidnappings made the fear worse, silencing anyone who might have spoken up. The message was clear. In the world of cartels, being quiet means staying alive. Esmeralda's murder started an urgent talk about the dangers of being an influencer in areas with a lot of crime. Showing off wealth online, once a way to become famous, can become a map for criminals. Posts about luxury and daily life give useful information to those looking for targets. The sad event made influencers think again about how much they share and at what cost. Esmeralda's story is part of a growing pattern of violence against social media figures in Latin America. Her death became a wake-up call about the dangers of being too exposed online. The price of online fame, as her family's fate showed, can be terribly high. The Ferrer-Garibay murders left a lasting scar, starting global talks about the dangers of public life in Mexico. Esmeralda's followers grieved the loss of a woman whose online world was destroyed by brutal reality. The case forced people to face the truth about influencer culture and the risks of making wealth and cartel themes seem glamorous. Her story is now a warning about the real-world results of online activities. The investigation faces problems. Witnesses disappeared, fear is strong, and getting justice is still hard. The family's loss is at the heart of this tragedy, a reminder of the human cost behind the news. Their memory calls for justice and a future where families can chase dreams without fear. The line between a carefully made online life and real-world danger has never been so clear.